Welcome to the Texas Goat Radio Show. I'm your host, Matorius. This is part 21 of the 1744 live stream that I am forcing myself to push through.
That fuckboy stuff is the abdication of responsibility. Abdication, is that the right word? It's the renunciation of responsibility. It's not masculine. It's the opposite. It's on the spectrum of pedophilia. And it's tough to...
No, it's not. No, I think that's dangerous to say it's on the spectrum of that. It's not. It isn't. I can kind of understand a little bit of where he's coming from with it, possibly, with the whole... I mean, kind of, but I think that it's dangerous to say this is on the same level as this, same spectrum. It's not. No, it's not. Not even a little bit. That would mean that if you walked into a room and you saw a drunken man and a drunken woman having intercourse is on the same spectrum as if you saw a drunken man and a child doing something. That is not the same thing whatsoever. Whenever you say it like that, not the same spectrum. And so you have to wonder. I would encourage people to say, why would he say that? What is he trying to accomplish? I would say trying to normalize something. Because one is far more acceptable than the other one, unless you say they're the same thing or they're on the same spectrum.
Admit, because everyone wants to be a pedo hunter. Oh, really? Because I started really thinking about it. What makes someone 18 versus 16? What's the biggest? How is that like a magical difference? Like, so you can jack off all day to barely legal pornos, but you can't jack off to a 16-year-old that looks more mature than the like. So this is going to get a little vulgar, but this conversation needs to happen now because this
dude is filled with evil, and I have no idea why he's saying the things that he's saying. It's not for good. It isn't.
Right-wing pimp fucking bullshit pendulum needs to be strangled in the crib. Why can you...
Needs to be strangled in the crib? Did he say strangled in the crib?
Like, let's say an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old looks skinnier, no breasts, like not very... Again, I'm not promoting any porn. I'm just showing you that...
He is, absolutely. Absolutely. The verbal pornography is what Owen Benjamin is. Sorry for saying absolutely. That's something I'm trying to stop doing.
You're not in a magical realm when someone turns 18. Let's say they look very underdeveloped, but they're 20, versus a 16-year-old that's very curvaceous and buxomy, right? Versus a 25-year-old with shaved pubes and flat-chested with no curves. Okay, so just because of their ID, why is that okay, but the other one isn't? The fact is, it's not okay. None of it's okay. And one reason people shut down when you have this conversation is because once you see it, you can't unsee it. That it's all on the spectrum.
He is retarded. He is one of the worst things that's ever happened to logic.
Spectrum of pedophilia. This makes the young men and fucked up men.
What?
And one reason people shut down when you have this conversation is because once you see it, you can't unsee it. That it's all on the spectrum of pedophilia. This makes the young men and fucked up men be better.
No, it is not. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's three different words for what he's trying to talk about. One is prepubescent. That's the word that he's using. That's what that means. Now, is there something to what he's saying with the 16 and 18? Yes. In my opinion, yes. A person isn't fully grown up until mid to late 20s, in my opinion.
Yes. And one reason people react and go, oh, you're being gross, you're being vulgar. Oh, you're justifying pedophilia. No, I'm doing the opposite. I'm taking away your ability to be disgusting, and you hate me for it. But it's for your own fucking good.
Once again, he's retarded. That's stupid. I'm taking away your ability to be disgusting, and you hate me for it. There's a word for that. What is the word that describes somebody that says something that stupid? I'm taking away your ability to be disgusting, and you hate me for it. That's insane.
Okay?
No.
Exploiting a woman at any age is on the same spectrum. Okay?
No, it's not. That's dumb and dangerous. it's predatorial behavior, which Owen knows a whole lot about that. Mr. Owen, hold my pocket, Benjamin.
Because you can make an argument that there are women that look more like a prepubescent girl than certain 12-year-olds. That's a fact. You can get mad. It's on the same spectrum. Okay? Because you can make an argument that there are women that look more like a prepubescent girl than certain 12-year-olds. That's a fact. You can get mad. It's literally a fact. Okay? Based on your instinctive, primal, markers of what makes someone fertile. Waist to hip ratio 0.7, whether or not they have breasts, blah, blah, blah. So why can you watch these underdeveloped women have sex on camera for money? Why does that feel okay to you? Because they're 18? Because the fucking sun went around a certain amount of times? Really? Or are you literally on the spectrum that pedophiles are on? And that's not justifying pedophilia. It's taking away the justification of promiscuity and pornography. And you can pretend that I'm doing something I'm not because you're scared of what I'm saying, but motherfucker, you're on that spectrum. And if you understand feminism is cancer, that they will never be men, they will never have the authority of men, then it's up to you to protect them and to not exploit them. What is the definition of exploiting? Get them to suck your dick when they're drunk? You're evil when you do that. Okay, it's all about awareness. Once you're aware of what you are and what they are, you have authority over them at any age. Nothing happens at 18. Nothing happens at 16. Oh, the quinceañera, I'm finally a woman. Oh, the quinceañera. There is no magic that happens at a certain age. That's why anarcho-capitalism is horseshit.
There is... he is trying to in my opinion, as of this moment, he is trying to normalize PDF computer file stuff. That is, in my opinion, what he is actively trying to do right now. There's a certain age whenever you go through puberty. So there is an age that something happens. And then there is an age to where it's believed that your mind fully develops.
At what age can someone consent to sex? Right? They don't have an answer for that. Oh, 18. Why? Why not 17? Why not 25 when your brain's done maturing? Why not when you're post-puberty? Why can an 11-year-old in the 19th century fight in war, but now a 17-year-old can't have sex?
This sounds like a mentally deficient human being in high school or middle school trying to argue why they should be able to do certain things to underage people. This is what this argument sounds like.
Give me your logic there, big boy. Come on, Dave Smith. Open up your Mises Institute book and really hammer me. Okay? It blew my mind when you said sex should only be based on a lifelong marriage. I knew it was true when I thought about it. Yeah, it's true. That's the function of sex. Now, everybody makes mistakes and everybody falls short of perfection and everybody has lusts and greed and sloth. I get it. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that we aren't all capable of exploitation and abusing power and all that stuff, of course. And the whispers to get you there are all different. There's all different angles to it. It starts with eyes, my dude. Tell the believing men to lower their gaze from looking at forbidden things and protect their private parts. That is pure for them. Verily Allah and all aware of what they do, and tell the believing women to lower their gaze from looking.
Did you see his little attitude perked up whenever they said the word Allah? He's got this new grift going on. He graped and pillaged Christianity, and now he's on to Islam. And I said grape. I didn't say the other word, but you know what I'm saying.
And forbidden things and protect their private parts. Yeah, the people that hate Muslims the most are scared that they're right or that they're living a better way. That's what I found. Like that Zerka guy.
Honestly, don't know anybody that actually hates a group of people for any reason whatsoever. I know people that hate other people, but I don't know anybody that truly does hate a group of people for any particular reason.
Wrote to me, he said, I liked you when you mocked Muslims. Now you're afraid of Muslims. I said, I think you're afraid of Muslims because they'll throw your faggot ass off a roof. I'm not afraid of Muslims. What am I afraid of? It's like the people that are most afraid of Muslims and require, oh, you're just scared. I'm not scared of making fun of Muhammad or Muslim. I'm not afraid. I just don't see the joke. Like, I already did all the jokes, and there isn't the cash cow there that you think. I've already said all.
Oh, man.
The piss be upon him and all. I've done all that. I poked all the sacred cows to see what mood. And it's not there. It's not there. They felt pity for me. I know that there's like orc Muslim types that are low IQ, high violence, out of war-torn countries, and they'll freak. I get it. I've talked to people that there are violent Muslim, quote-unquote Muslim. I get it. Everybody has their groups. But in general, there isn't the hypocritical cash cow in Islam that you think it is. Like, there isn't a joke that I'm sitting on because I'm afraid of backlash. I'm the dude that literally...
No, he's just not funny. He doesn't know what humor is anymore. He's definitely not sitting on any jokes. He has given all of his jokes to his audience at this point. He has no jokes coming up for this cult festival. He doesn't. Because he's not a comedian anymore. He doesn't know who he is because he doesn't stand for anything. The only thing he stands for is money.
Jumped off the cliff before my friends did to see if there were fucking rocks. Like, I'm pathologically low fear response. And you guys watch it every day. I don't have that.
This is coming from a man who hides behind a camera or a screen or whatever and rarely leaves his farm. He didn't show up to his cult fest last year because of fear.
Like, I'm like, nigger! Like, I don't, by the way, saying nigger in a country with 13% blacks and many of them are brainwashed fucking freaks, way crazier than drawing Mohammed like Stephen Fuckboy Crowder did. I'm the Leroy Jenkins of public. Yeah. What a lot of these...
No views expressed by Owen Benjamin are backed up by or shared with the Texas Go radio show or Notorious.
These guys are terrified about Muslims is that Muslims are stronger than them and they're following a Luciferianism, the I am. Worship Jesus Christ as God, you are forgiven. You are God. It's like this real quick thing about people being like, oh no, we're all forgiven. We can do as we want.
That's not Christianity at all. This is coming from an actual Luciferian, Owen Benjamin. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's inverted everything. He has no clear view on anything.
It's like... Guys, it's gotten to the point where Muslims are being like, they're like, don't tell them, dude. We're about to take over. Like, you guys are falling so far. And I'm rooting for Christians, man. I really am. I'm rooting for you guys to fucking say, like, there's Christian groups that see it.
The only person that he roots for is himself. And I don't even know if that's true. He just wants you to give him money. That's it. That's what he bases his success on. And sure, that is, you can use that as some form of a metric for sure, but not the only one. He said earlier, he was like, if I wouldn't be crushed, if I wouldn't have gotten $4,500 for the Bear Festival, whatever it was, if I wasn't crushing so hard.
There's Christian groups holding it down, but they're few and far between, man. I don't mind being mocked as a brown guy, but if you want to mock the religion of Islam, the jokes won't be funny unless the joke is based on truth. Well, humor requires truth. If you want to make fun of Islam, like, let me make fun of Islam. I would do like, I don't know, I'd make fun of how you guys always say peace be upon everybody. Like, if your name Mohammed, I don't know.
Yeah, he's just not funny. There's no jokes.
I'd come up with something. I'd come up with shit that's like cultural and obvious that you guys do all the time. Like,
and he's lying whenever he said saying the N-word is the equivalent of painting Muhammad. That's not a thing. It's not. I think both are stupid, to be honest with you. The N-word and not being able to paint something. But Joe Rogan's got a bit on that. And there's a town called Garland, Texas, where they had a Draw Muhammad contest. And if you've heard the bit, you know how it went. Some Muslims showed up, started shooting at people, and immediately got murdered. They didn't get murdered. They got dealt with. They were dead. I don't consider that murder, but yeah. I think that was a whole bait and, yeah. But the fact that nobody's done something to him lets you know that that's not equivalent. Now, I know Steven Crowder didn't. He did it. Nothing really happened to him either. But I don't know. There's a thing in their religion to where if you do that and they can, they will.
How your fucking book tells you how to wipe your ass. You know, like shit like that, where it's almost like it's like a religion for people that need a lot of details. I don't know, something that's actually funny. Oh yeah, how you guys hold hands. I'd make fun of Arab culture because it doesn't say in the Quran to fucking hold hands, but Arab dudes will hold hands when they walk around. It's pretty gay. There's tons to make fun of in the Arab culture, but Arab isn't Muslim. If you want to make fun of the Quran, the way I would make fun of how many times he says "oh" starting a sentence. Like, oh people, oh, like so many.
He looks into the chat as though people are saying ha 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 or LOL.
Like, I would just make fun of shit like that. I wouldn't make fun of like that he's like evil, because it's like, how is this bad advice? Like the shit that you read, you're like, so he's the bad guy, but yet you watch Fox News. Like, what the humor comes from the shit that is true that no one else is saying that you hyper exaggerate. So if you were going to mock quote unquote Muslims, you just hammer.
He doesn't know what humor is anymore. Anyways, I apologize. I do feel my mind slipping, well, especially during this one. Yeah. That scene from Happy Gilmore. Everybody is more stupid just by listening to this or whatever. This is the Texas Goat Radio Show, and I'm your host, Matorius. As always, till next time.